Hello YouTube viewers, Facebook friends, Facebook family, and YouTube subscribers. Welcome you to another edition of Joe's Politics 101. It is November the 21st, 2013. It's been a good week. A lot of good sound bites out. One of the things that have been kind of nestled in my craw for the last week or so is our good friend, best wishes to the world, the flippity flip, flippity flop. I'm a conservative, bip bop, Sarah Palin. Lord, oh Lord. Is there any way possible that this lady would just go away? You know, to listen to her talking and the way she frames things in her discussions of President Obama, and how she's comparing so much to slavery, the deficit, health care reform. You know, somehow she finds an acronym and a relationship to those things as it would be in slavery. You know, it amuses me. It really amuses me when you know, sometimes you have stuff on your mind that you really want to say, and you have to kind of wonder whether or not you should say it, which is something that, you know, Sarah Palin, I don't think even take into consideration when she's making all these statements about slavery. But it amuses me when a white woman like Sarah Palin, born long after, you know, slavery and somewhat distant from Jim Crow, but she knows what discrimination is. She knows what racism is. She knows what personal racism is, and she knows what institutional racism is. You know? So it amuses me when somebody quacky like her can open her mouth and even talk about slavery. You know, and then draw comparisons to things that she believed are tantamount to slavery. She has no idea what it is to be discriminated against. You know, she don't understand the values of equal opportunity and freedom because she's been used to that. And you know, her conservative views, her conservative behavior and knowledge of what conservatism is. You know, what conservatism is, you know, and there are probably many definitions for it depending on where you fall in to conservatism at and what your ideology is concerning your personal conservatism. You know, the basic idea behind political conservatives is that they want things to be the same. They want them to be like they used to be. And that's virtually impossible. You know, you see the Tea Party and their conservative values and conservative views. You see these people walking around in these 1700 dress-ups. You know, making statements about don't tread on me, while they're trying to tread on somebody themselves. You know, Sarah Palin really needs to go away and try to, be a mom and raise a family. She's so out in the box that she don't even understand that she supports things that are detrimental to women's health. Those are the conservative values that Sarah Palin has. I have kind of mixed deal going on this one. Martin Bashir of MSNBC made a statement about Sarah Palin and what he thought, his opinion of what somebody should do to her. Well, I don't think I would have said it, but he said it. He apologized for it. And she's not even willing to accept his apology. But she does that in a funny, slick kind of way in her verbiage to everything, including the president and any of his proposals. She just didn't say it like a real person should, and that's what Martin Bashir did. He spoke his mind, he spoke his piece, and how he truly felt. Even though he apologized for it, and I don't blame him because it was a little bit harsh, but that's something she do all the time. To everything that President Obama represent. Can we call it racism? Can we call it racist? Can we call all of this? Nobody wants to accept the fact that some of the things that they say is racist and it intended for that purpose, because they can get away with it. They feel they can get away with it by, disclaiming it later on. Nobody's held accountable for their racist statements, unless it's somebody like me or a Democrat or someone who say something that just outright tell it like it is. Then you're blamed and accused of being racist. Oh, why does every time something happen, the race has got to come into it? Because it's obvious. You can see it, you can feel it, you can hear it. All of the things that this conservative value group and these Republican conservatives and the Tea Party people have been doing sparks of racism, period. It's just the bottom line. Everything that they're against, they receive. Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, VA benefits, food stamps, all of this stuff. And then you look at the politicians. They talk about the deficit, they talk about this and talk about that. But the majority of them have been working in the federal government all their natural born lives. And they are leeching off of the federal government, sucking money out of any and every little thing they can do. It's just so happened that this president is a different shade of skin tone than the rest of them, than the majority of them who's opposing everything that he does. If Sarah Palin would spend more energy trying to help rather than destroy, and if the conservatives and the Tea Party and the House of Representatives and Mitch McConnell and his crew in the Senate would spend more of their energy trying to help govern this country, we would be so far ahead that the world would be looking at us saying, my, how did the United States take off so good? But instead of trying to put our country forward, we're steady trying to bring it down. Down, down, down. And only because we have that young man as President of the United States. But you know what I wish would really happen? And I think we're going to get this. I wish another minority, Afro-American, Hispanic, anything except a Caucasian, or woman, Caucasian woman, could win the White House on this next round. You know, and we'll see just how far they're willing to go to destroy this nation, because they feel like no one should run this country except a Caucasian. And people like Sarah Palin would have something else to talk about and get rich on for another 4 or 8 years. And that's all Sarah Palin is about. Money. When she pops her little head up like one of them beam things you hit and knock it back down and the head pop back up. You know, she pops out, bing, somebody pluck her on the head. She goes back in, stay 2 or 3 months, blink, and she's back up again, you know, with all of this stupidity and ignorance that she shows, and just how dumb she really is. You know, I have a lot of things I could say about Sarah Palin, a lot of things I could call Sarah Palin, and probably really shame her. But, you know, people like Sarah Palin, Ted Cruz, Rand Paul, Eric Cantor, Mitch McConnell, all that, it don't matter what you say about them people. You know, nothing's going to hurt them. You know, but if you start peeling away at where they getting them dollars and cents from, then that's when you start hurting them. When they can't make that money. When they can't make the money they want or get the money that they want, and they start sliding back and sliding back, that's what hurts them. Words can't hurt them. You know, you have to get them in their wallet. And that's why I'm rooting for whoever's running against Mitch McConnell as a Democrat, that they win. And any other money-grabbing, crooked Republican that's out there with all of this BS, with these ideas of we're right, you're wrong, it's our way or the highway type of thing. But Sarah Palin, please, I beg of thee, go away. Be like the rain. Rain, rain, please go away. Sunshine, please show up. God bless you. Thanks for watching my video. Have a nice day. God bless America.